Okay,
Sounds good to
so
me.
we had a little bit of an update on this today because we were going to just report on the before it was conformed, right? But now it has been, and so we got a report here, and it's a little bit more than a report. I mean, this is all confirmed stuff; it just happened. But WrestleMania is heading to Saudi Arabia in 2027.
Oh, well, TJ, the cat's officially out of the bag here. WWE just went live from Las Vegas earlier today to confirm that WrestleMania 43 is indeed headed to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 2027. Joe Tessentor opened the broadcast standing from the front of a shiny new WrestleMania 43 logo and then rolled out the parade. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vakir, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, and then, of course, Paul, Triple H, Levesque to seal the deal.
Yeah, we got a picture of them up here. They sure looked happy, didn't they?
Yeah, man, it looked like somebody peed in their breakfast cereal or something.
I've seen
You'd think they'd be
happier.
a,
I've seen happier people at funerals.
did you get to watch any of the streamer or anything? Did you see any of the comments from it?
I just saw that you sold out, blood money, all the typical stuff that you would expect
Yes.
to see on this.
Yeah,
And
it was like spammed of it.
I mean, Charlotte, it's hard to see her expressions these days, but it's pretty straightforward how she feels about this. I mean, Stephanie Vakir, it looks like Logan Paul's going to cry. But sorry,
Yeah.
I know I diverted
No,
this away
you're
there a
good.
little bit.
Well,
So, no, that's me. So, that's one way to drive it home. We're going to bring out every star that you've got and then cap it off with the Saudi sports minister, Turka Al Sheikh, smiling ear to ear. They wanted to make sure that nobody missed out on this message. WrestleMania is leaving North America for the first time ever, and the Saudis cut the check.
yeah, Triple H gave his little history lesson on WrestleMania and then handed it to Al Sheik, and you could almost hear the cash registers ringing. And they're doing that, of course. This wasn't a wrestling announcement. This was a press conference for $1 billion deal. And the wild part is the report floating out today. Saudi officials are trying to get The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin on the card. Like they're flipping through the Attitude Era catalog and saying, yeah, give us those two.
Yeah, and the word is that The Rock could face either Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns in a main event, which basically means that they're putting him at the top of the board no matter what. Nothing signed yet, but if Saudi money's in play, that you know that they're going to be in heaven, they're going to move heaven and earth to make this happen.
Yeah, don't forget, this is just the peak of the long build. WWE's been tied to Saudi Arabia since 2014 when they first started doing those live shows. Then came the greatest Royal Rumble, then Crown Jewel, then 2 or 3 stadium shows every year. This is just the next step, the grandest stage of them all in Riyadh.
And before we even get there, they're getting the 2026 Royal Rumble, so they're going to be locking down all the big dates. Meanwhile, next year's Rumble goes back to the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. It's going to be 2 years in a row there after WWE pulled it out of New Orleans. So that's a new TKO strategy right there. Who's got the biggest checkbook? Not like what's the best venue, what's the best history, just that money.
Yep. Well, the site fees over sentiment. You could tell where their priorities are. If Vegas is paying more than New Orleans, the Big Easy gets ghosted. If Riyadh is willing to drop Saudi oil money, they get WrestleMania. That's the new playbook.
Yeah, so bottom line, WrestleMania 43 is Riyadh bound. The Saudi government got what they wanted, WWE got the payday, and fans are left to figure out how exactly you travel halfway across the world for the supposed biggest weekend in wrestling. Uh, I hope you got those frequent flyer miles, I guess, because this is going to be expensive. If you thought last year or the WrestleMania that's coming up and whatever, all the ones that aren't the Saudi ones, they're going to look like a joke compared to this. They're going to, it's going to be nuts there.
I don't know how. Well, no, people will definitely travel there for that. I just don't know how many actual tickets are going to be available.
I mean, they have the
You
UFC
know,
events there, and they sell a lot of them, and a lot of them aren't the Sheikah people, and you know the guys you see wearing like the white outfits. They people spend a lot of money to go to these events, and that's what they're trying to replicate. The UFC commands a higher ticket price than the WWE does. It's just that it's only for their big pay-per-views. WWE's pay-per-views don't have as much intrigue as the UFC ones do right now, but I'm sure that with a card like this, They're going to. It's going to have all the big names. Stone Cold will be there if they pay him enough. So will The Rock. So will Undertaker. So will Shawn Michaels. If anybody and everybody, if they somehow try to get Sting there, they could probably make that happen if he's not with AEW anymore. But any and everybody, money's not an object. And if you want to see a spectacle, they were putting out that this is going to be the biggest spectacle that you've ever seen.
This will probably be the most amount of money spent on a talent for a WrestleMania of all time.
I'm looking forward to it. The nostalgia acts still work. They don't pull them out as much as they used to. So having a big event that's a lot of that, well, that's been something that we've been watching for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're to where, yeah, that it's kind of getting hard to bring these Attitude Era guys back because they've all,
Destroyed.
they've really aged out. And like AJ Lee just coming back. We're to where, PG era people are making returns now. That's where we're at in life.
Yeah, I mean, they used to bring Stone Cold back when he was like 45, 46, 47 a lot. That's
Yeah.
just, you know, that's how it goes. Eventually, Reigns is going to be the guy that they're bringing back. Eventually, it's going to be Seth Rollins, but we're not there yet.
No, probably that's 10 more years from now.